And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Babcock coming to you live and direct from the UTEP Soccer Athletic Field here on the campus of University of Texas at El Paso. And a very pleasant good evening. Thank you for joining us for tonight's rugby match between the UTEP Miners and the El Paso Scorpions. Hope you guys are having a good night wherever you are. And we have already had the kickoff. And now into the first scrum of the game. You'll be hearing a little bit of play-by-play with myself. And of course, Daniel Hernandez is here as well as it goes to the far side. And this game pretty much underway here at University Field. A great afternoon for rugby here on the campus. Sun going down behind us. Temperature right now just under 80 degrees. Wind blowing out of the northwest at about 15 miles an hour. And we have a kick out right side. And that first break and just a little bit more. What was that all about, Danny?
That was a kick for penalties. So basically we want to put them as far as we can on their defense and say our offense and our defense can outpower you in your own side.
So basically pinning them back against their own goal line, as it were.
Absolutely. It's kind of like a punt in American football.
Now we go with the line out here, and they'll get all set up. And then as everybody gets switched, there's a toss, gets over to the Scorpions on the right side. Now they come back to the far side of the field. Oh, tipped up inside. There's that interception. There's a speed from the Miners. Boy, he is right there, 22 meters. He's going to go all the way in and get that first try of the ball game for the Miners. Just a little bit of a miscommunication there off of that line out.
Absolutely. You know, the ball comes by. It's a little bit windy, so I'm sure they're going to have to make some adjustments on those passes.
And for those people who are watching rugby for the first time, that was how many points?
That'll be 5 points right there. And if they convert the kick through the uprights, that'll be an additional 2 points, giving them about, the 7-point structure they're used to in football.
So a really good run, got it right lined up. And again, where they place the ball in the try line is where they're going to get a chance to kick that extra point. So Miners up 5-0 very quickly after that miscommunication on the line in. And now again, dealing with a little bit of that wind coming off the Franklins. And he'll wait for it to calm down just a bit as everybody gets set. Scorpions coming off a win last week. There's a little quick boot, and it is through, guts the 2.
You got the 2 points through the uprights, the referee signal. So they're going to come back and kick off and drop back. Now, the interesting thing here is it's kind of a make-it-take-it scenario here in rugby and when we're dealing with 15. So Scorpions will kick back off to UTEP.
And they'll have to get back down there again. Scorpions coming off a win last week against a very tough Spartans team. They got it 50, I think it was 50-29, I believe that was the score.
Yeah, I believe that was the final score.
But a very good test match last week out at Thorne Park and matched up against a very quick, a very fired up UTEP group here. There's the kick, and again gets hung up a little bit in the air, and it's taken. Beautiful kick, yeah, brings it back this side. The Scorpions are trying to get it, but it fumbles out, and it will come back. Oh, there's a tip their side, and they're going to go to say it will go right back to the Miners.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a scrum down here. We're playing off first knock the Scorpions did. Now, a knock-on is when the player actually hits the ball accidentally forward and goes to ground.
So they'll go ahead and set it up right at the spot of the infraction.
Looks to be a scrum down right here.
And that one of those scrums is all in. And they get that ball around in there with their feet, no hands. And then once they get a little bit of room, if it rolls out, it can then be picked up by the 8-man, and he'll be going there.
Let's see, here we go. We got to put in right here. Looks to be UTEP won the ball. It's going back to their 8-man. Scrum half picked it up, flies it out wide, and see what UTEP can do with it.
UTEP trying to get it outside wide. Very good pass there at the last moment. Gets it come in, and he's going to be wrapped up there right now. They'll go right back in for a real quick ruck. They're going to say he's out, and there it is. Ball pops right back out, and they get going. Get another quick ruck on the near side, right about the 22-meter mark. Kind of hard to see it because of the soccer field. It's not really taped off for us.
Yeah, no, it's hard to gauge the distances, but typically about the front of that box is about 20 meters out. So that's about our 22-meter drop spot right there. So they're 22 meters from their own goal.
So again, as we saw last week with these Scorpions, very good, very tough. They got the ball back on the near side, still up, runs, gets right close to the try line, off to the right side, and there we're going to see another quick ruck, left side, stringing it out, and did he get the try line?
Let's see what the ref called. Looked like he went down to the ground. That was Sam Klein. Let's see what the ref indicates.
And Klein, he's there.
So the ref here is going here with their AR or assistant ref, and they're going to confer and see if it was indeed a touchdown into ground. So in like football, we have to get it past an end zone line, but unlike football, we actually have to physically touch the ball down. So if it's lost forward before it hits the floor, it's no good.
And a little bit difference in this field is they're very, very short try lines. I mean, the try line is right next to the out of bounds line.
Yeah, no, it's very, very, usually they're traditionally about 10 meters deep at least. This one I think we're dealing with about 5 meters. And it looks like the referee indicated that it was not a try, no try awarded, so it's going to be a 22-meter drop for UTEP to kick out. Let's see how they go from here.
UTEP spreading out to that far side on the wing. They're going to go ahead and try to get this one. Again, the wind, not really a bit of an issue. We saw that interception earlier by the Miners that got them their first try of the match. And they're going to go ahead and try it again right about that 20-meter box.
Get ready to chase.
A little bit of a late arriving crowd here at University Field.
Down the middle.
Everything's set up. And here we go, and it is blocked backwards. Great jump there.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. All they have to do, as soon as that kicker touches the ball, it's anyone's game.
So now they went down to ground trying for another ruck, trying to get it all set up. UTEP wants to get it out, brings it off left side, intercepted. Great quick play. They're going to call it offside.
Yeah, it looks like the Scorpion player was just a bit offsides on that one.
And again, that's when you're forward of the ball and forward of your teammates. You got to get it. Here comes the ball to the near side, and it'll go out of bounds here.
It looks to be about 10 meters before the 50, so we got, ref's indicating it's about another 10 meters back, so we got 20 meters before the middle of the field here.
Again, Miners up 7-0 here early.
So it looks to be a UTEP line out here. Let's see, they got a line up. Looks like they have 2 jumpers going up. Scorpions set to defend this. Let's see how it goes. Beautiful line out from the UTEP, and it goes wide again.
And they got that second one. They take it to the far side of the field. Cuts it inside. Great pass, and it goes right back down to the ground. Quick ruck. They set it up, and they're going to bring it back to the near side. Nope, they went ahead and took it back to the short side of the field. Great tackle. Brings it back inside. Now 2-on-1, and they get right close to that out-of-bounds line.
It looks like they may have actually got him out of bounds. Let's see. It's kind of difficult to find the ref. She's wearing a similar jersey to the UTEP squad. I think she's indicating the ball went out of bounds.
So the ball did go out of bounds. We're going to have another line out here on the far side, on the grandstand side. You get ready to toss it in. You'll see them launch. Everybody gets reset. And there it is, inside to the Scorpions, kicked the near side and brought around the near side on the ground. And it is nearly picked up, and there it goes, forward again. And another little mistake by the Scorpions.
Yeah, this wind and this passing is killing us today.
And that's, again, one of these friendly matches. That's what you want to see. You want to be able to see what the weaknesses are and get them rucked out before you get to the regular season. Score right now, UTEP up 7-0.
Absolutely. So here we go. We're going to have another scrum down here. Let's see if we can win this from the Scorpion side. Now, the interesting thing is it's still any man's ball when it goes into the scrum. So the Scorpions still have a chance to win that back.
And we talked about the sheer force that's going on in there with most of those backs, especially the props and the locks in there.
Absolutely. It's easily over 1,000 pounds going on each side going at each other.
UTEP tries to bring it to the near side. He's going to push it back over to the other side. Ball on the ground. They go ahead and get another ruck down there. Still being pushed. Still waiting for the set. And we got a little bit of extracurricular activity there.
It's all in the love of the game. Looked like maybe UTEP possibly lost the ball forward, but the ref's going to play advantage. Just that way, play doesn't immediately stop.
And this one will angle out to the left side and went that check, and that's exactly where UTEP will get it.
Yeah, it was a beautiful kick by Wally. Again, it's probably about 10 meters from the try line, it looks like. Maybe a little bit more. Check that. So it's going to be a Scorpion line out here. Let's see what they can do.
Scorpions got that last line out and then fumbled it away as they tried to get it to the center of the field. And let's see if they go ahead and do it again on the near side. Just about 10 minutes into this match. There's the switch. There they are flying and waiting for it.
Backside! Backside! Daniel, backside!
That's a little bit different there.
Yeah, so UTEP got called by lifting a player without contesting the pass. A little bit of trickery from the Scorpions' part.
Now, speaking of the Scorpions, here they go off that right side in there. It's close to the try line. Now they're going to have to go in with another ruck right there. And they get it pushed in, and they hear the ref whistle go off.
Long arm penalty here. Let's see, and it looks like UTEP committed some infraction of the sort. So it's going to be scorpion ball right under the post. Let's see what they do. Sometimes they might choose to kick for points here and pick up 3 points, similar to a field goal in NFL, or they may try to run it in and see if we can get a full 7 out of this.
We've seen them a couple times, especially last week against the Spartans. They had that inside ground game, and they just pounded in a lot more forceful in there. It looks like that's exactly what they're going to try and do.
Absolutely. Once you're getting about 10 meters from the tri-zone, it becomes a physical sport where the forwards really come alive. You know, big bodies flying, helping each other out, trying to get into that tri-zone.
And here goes the scrum right there, right up against that goal line. And this is where it's going to be power versus power, just 8 on 8 as they try to push it in. And the referee whistle goes, and it did not get set correctly, and they're going to go ahead and rack it up again.
Yeah, a great thing about rugby is there's a lot of times the refs will, give us another chance. And in this case, the ball popped out the side, wasn't fed in correctly. So he's going to let her just reset the scrums and have them go at it one more time.
And this is where those big boys come into play here, trying to get that push, get a little bit closer and have it roll in. Rolls off to the right side, and they will pick it up.
That's Steven right there. Oh, another great play by the flank of UTEP.
Picked it out right there.
Great play, brought down. We've got UTEP coming through, but Scorpions look to be regrouping on defense, and they're getting the ball.
Yeah, they got the ball right back. Now they're going to bring it to the short side of the field and deal it and try to get a little bit of sideline action. Pops back out. Now they're going to have to run it back to the near side. Punted backwards, and now we've got some room. Here comes a wing, and they're going to try and keep it on the outside, and they go ahead and reset it. UTEP trying to defensively set up so nobody gets on the corner and gets a breakaway.
Right, so here we got Scorpions got back. We reset the ball. Looks we've kind of controlled it. And here we go, we're looking to get a man on. Oh, knocked forward.
Yeah, that knocked forward at that very last moment. It bounced, and he got it with his foot, so that's going to go over that quickly. And again, UTEP doing a good job recovering, just going back and forth, but really they got to look at those outside wings just in case with the speed of the Scorpions.
Absolutely, and if you notice, watching this gameplay, it's synchronization. If we're off a step, you can see how much it's a game changer before going, 20, 30, even getting a try, as opposed to knocking the ball and having to scrum down.
All in on the scrum on the near side, right by the midfield stripe. Everybody gets set up here. It's Romero going off that right side. Ball is fed inside. Good pushes by the Miners, and they try to move it forward just a bit. Rolling out, still being contested, and they're going to go ahead and call it. No, they didn't call it. UTEP thought they had called it.
Yeah, no, it looked like it was there.
Goes back off to the left side. And again, they set it up after a real quick ruck. They put the ball down, go to the far side. UTEP trying to move it past that midfield stripe. They've been able to get it just that one time. That's where their lead came on that interception, 7-0.
Looks to be a penalty here. Scorpions coming over the top, so they're going to push them back 10 meters. And there we go, UTEP with the tap and go.
Referee indicated an elbow, almost or an in. Here comes UTEP right in the middle of that line. Here we go with a ruck on the left side. UTEP's going to sit up, get it, and they're going to try and stretch it back to the near side. Right in the middle of that circle, great straight up run. They set the ruck up, left side, set it up, ball will come out, and they off to the races once again. Going to try and spread out that Scorpion, cuts it back inside, all the way back down. Another ruck is called for as it gets set up. UTEP gets it set, and the ball will come back out to the middle of the field. A lot of horizontal passing, not much moving forward as they usually like.
No, absolutely. So this is a game of chess. Right now, UTEP's looking to see if they can find a gap in Scorpions' defense. Oh, here we go. Ball lost forward. Scorpions counter kick.
Good counter kick by the Scorpions, bringing it all the way back down to about the 22-meter line. Now here comes back UTEP back on the inside. Got an ankle grab there, but still gets back up, passes it backwards. Going to try and spread it off to the left side. Great block there. Looking, midfield stripe. Good. Call on that tackle.
Yeah, it looked to be a bit of a high tackle. You got to stay off the net, guys. Rugby has a lot of rules in play to keep it safe, and that's not one of those plays. You need to stay off that neck.
Yeah, just jumped up on him, and again, almost like a horse collar in regular football. So they'll reset it. There's the quick kick, and it will go out of bounds. Well, no, it bounced. It stayed in. It stayed live. Here they go. Scorpions will pick it up. They wait for everybody to back up to it, and another quick punt back the other way, picked up by the Miners. Again, right about 22-meter, going to push it up a little bit further off that left side. And like you did say, it is a lot of intense inside play looking for those holes.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So again, we're getting close to the inside the 22, so the forwards are going to get a lot more action here as you see people just going right off the top.
And there the ref whistle goes off once again as that was pushed forward. Might have been late to the tackle there. just about halfway through the first half. Miners are up 7-0 off of that interception. Picked up the 5 off the try, and then the kick was there and good. Miners in the lead, 7-0. 7-0, sorry, 7-0. As everybody gets set, and they really try to stretch it out a bit more here.
Yeah, I think right now they're actually, since we're pinned so far back, we're going to try to kick as far down the field and out of bounds as we can, get us more field position. There's the kick.
Good high kick with a wind. Beautiful kick. Yeah, exactly. It's going to arc out of bounds and take a big bounce for the Scorpions.
That was a very impressive kick. That was easily about 70 meters right there, bouncing right out where we needed to inside their 5.
So now it falls to the Scorpion defense here, back down against the try line of the Miners.
Absolutely. So I believe the Scorpions may even get the ball back here since it was a penalty committed by UTEP. Yeah, it's a Scorpion line out.
Line out on the very far side. You're going to see somebody, couple of launched up there. Let's see how it works this time. It was a penalty around the last time from the Miners as they launched somebody but didn't contest the ball. And here we go. Midway through the first, UTEP hanging on to a 7-0 lead over the Scorpions. And now they have the referee kind of sorts them out just a bit more, get everybody lined up correctly.
Right, you need to have a 1 meter channel between the two, and the reason is you throw the ball in the middle and both teams have an equal opportunity to contest.
There you see the switch, there's the launch, picks it up, very quick touch, brings it out to the near side, and they're going to fall on it. You're going to have a ruck right there if they call it. Indeed, still running, rolling this side.
Looks like UTEP may have actually won the ball there. Nope, Scorpions regained it.
Scorpions got it off the ruck. Now they're coming back onto the wide side of the field in the middle. He's wrapped up. Great wrap up there by 13. Just came up and stuck it. Now you're going to see another ruck as he gets set. Everybody's set. And that ball will pop out and they'll try and get it wide right there. Inside gap. Good run there. Look, 2 on, now 3 on. And he goes right straight down. I believe that's Will Knight. And they get set off the ruck, left side. Inside goes Tucker. Tucker looks to try to get up. Another ruck this side. Great matches here as Romero, yeah, still working it, all the way into the corner. It's going to be close to the try line. And they get it out. UTEP manages to get it back out, but Scorpions come back down near side. It's Christie. Here we go. They're going to try and stretch it out. They got to get that corner. There's the pass over. They're looking in. Gets it wrapped up, spun inside, and he just needs to toss it over. Now they're going to go with the ruck. Gets it back inside. There's that inside ball, pops out, still going. Great ball play here by the Scorpions.
Absolutely. Phase play is beautiful here. So phase is every time the runner gets the ball and goes to ground, that is 1 phase. So we're looking to get as many phases as we can while retaining ball.
At this point, this is probably the 6th phase here. Straight in. That's Cliff Soko right through the left side, gets the try. And what a great series there for the Scorpions.
Correction, I believe that was Elijah Davis. I think that was. Yeah, I think that was Elijah. He was probably a last-minute change on the roster for the Scorpions.
So Davis in there, they're calling for some water, but what a great series there for the Scorpions. I mean, you cannot ask for anything else like that. Just, I think by my count, we had at least 6 phases. We've got one of the Miners down here on the near side.
Yeah, no, it was beautiful phase play by the Scorpions, keeping that ball, moving it back and forth across the field. Again, rugby is a chess type game where you're making maneuverable runs so that way you can open up gaps and exploit them on the back end.
So as we wait for the extra point try here, it is now Miners 7, Scorpions 5 as they tend to the injured Miner. And again, very good inside play. And I was impressed with the flow from left to right. I mean, they used the entire width of the field.
Absolutely. And the support was there no matter what side of the field is on. So that means the forwards are in shape, moving around, getting where they need to be to support their backs.
So here we go for the point after here. 2 points on the line as Walter Waldo lines it up. And now takes his diagonal steps and gets ready to go here. 2-point lead for the Miners now, 7-5. Scorpions looking to get it evened up here. There's the kick, and it will go wide left. So Miners will still maintain a 2-point lead, 7-5. Again, 40 minutes per half, and we're about halfway through this first half. Miners with a couple of injuries. We saw one player come out pretty bloodied, which is not too unexpected in rugby, and another one being gingerly walked off the field here.
Yeah, no, so rugby is a sport where you want to pretend like you're not hurt. Yeah. But, injuries do happen, and as you notice that we keep playing, it's one of the more non-traditional things that we do in rugby. Unless the injury is so severe, the ref will usually allow play to continue.
And again, you do have those sports where if you're injured, keep me in, coach. But if your face is covered with blood, like one of the UTEP players, it's kind of hard to hide it.
The funny thing is we actually have something called a blood sub in rugby to allow a player to quickly come off, get himself cleaned up, and if he's clean enough, he can go back into play.
Well, he actually got cleaned up. I think he's back out there. While we have a real quick chance, we'd like to say very much thank you to our sponsors, First Degree Refrigeration. The El Paso Scorpions would like to thank the First Degree Refrigeration for their generous support and their constant support of El Paso Scorpions Rugby. When it comes to your home and business, choose Premier First Degree Refrigeration. You can contact them at 915-594-0000. And very quickly back down the other way off of the kickoff. And we already have our first set once again on the ruck, as we get our second flyover of the ball game, this time with a helicopter. As Scorpions plead their case to the referee. And I don't think that's going to work too much in their favor.
Well, the referee just indicated, I believe it's going to be a scrum down to the Scorpions right here.
So Scorpions will get a scrum. Their side of the field. 7-5 in favor of the Miners here at University Field in the shadow of the Franklins. So everybody locks in, and the ball will be rolled out, and we'll see where it goes. Very quickly brought back out. There's the back. He's going to go ahead and try and wheel it out near side, and there's a great hole inside. Great speed out there. That's exactly how you're going to run it that time. Get the gap and get those balls right through there. Now they're going to go ahead and set up once again for another ruck.
There we go. Beautiful phase play going on here. Support's coming in by the forwards. Looks to be one. It's Cliff Suckle getting the ball up and taking to go. Support's coming over the top. Beautiful play. Beautiful play.
Again, another great phase here run by the Scorpions as they run it back to the far side. A little bit of a mismatch on that pass. Gets it back inside. UTEP takes it down. We're going to have another ruck right there. They'll set it up. Come back out wide to the right side. Got some room. Cuts it back inside. He's got nobody to beat right there. And there's another try for the Scorpions. Put another 5 points on the board for the Scorps.
I believe it was number 13. I believe it's Jeremy Rodriguez. Correct.
Indeed it is. Jeremy Rodriguez in for the try. Gets the Scorpions a 5 points, making the score 10-7 in favor of the Scorpions. Scorpions take their first lead here and will get set up for the extra point. Again, that time they got out wide and brought it back inside. Just great passing.
Right, so if you notice, he actually brought the ball in. He tried to bring it as close to those posts as he can because that gives us the best angle on the conversion kick.
And this time they went ahead and ran it out. And with the wind at his back, could have had a good one here.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, that's a little bit, I was trying to figure out, I looked over and said, well, what's going on here?
Yeah, I'm not sure if that kick was made or not.
Is it possible to wave off a kick?
Typically, no. You want to at least make an attempt.
So the referee talking to the UTEP captain, the 8. And we'll see how this works here. And again, as we mentioned earlier, it's a make it take it with UTEP in the lead now, 10-7. And the wind dies off just enough. See if the Miners get off a good kick. There's the drop, and it angles off to left side. Very high, but still playable, and the Scorpions will play it there off to that far right side. And great passes again in that very, very narrow field on that side. The ball comes back out. They're going to say you probably stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's a great play over here. We've seen a lot of offloads being done really well on the far side over there.
And another thank you here for one of the sponsors, Big Media Signs. Big Media specializes in large format printing, vehicle, and wall wraps, non-illuminated signage, promotional item branding, channel letters, and electrical signage. At Big Media, we are your business and event branding experts, licensed and bonded with the state of Texas and the city of El Paso. Give them a call at 915-591-7446 for your free estimate, and visit them on Facebook and Instagram. Just search Big Media Signs, another proud sponsor of the Scorpions Rugby. Here we come back to the near side as the sun peeks out from one of the clouds. UTEP picks it back up off to that left side. Great gap inside. Looking to pass it. Actually still on his feet. Spins inside. Great run there. Now they go ahead and set up the ruck as they're going to go off to that far side. Everybody, UTEP needs to go ahead and get something rolling inside if they want to answer the Scorpion score. This one rolls forward a little bit more. Another phase there for the Miners, but the Scorpions get it right back.
That's the great thing about rugby is at any point in time it can be a turnover and you're all of a sudden going from defense to offense real quick.
And there's a quick kick right to the middle of the field, picked up. And they're going to go ahead and bring it back. Scorpions have numbers, and UTEP turns it back inside. And he gets tossed backwards, still keeping the ball coming near side. Waldo wants to get it, tosses him down on the near side, and they'll go ahead and set up the ruck there. Everybody locks in, gets it up, gets it off left side, and a good one. And we had a little bit of extracurricular activity there, a little bit of a shoulder shift to the back to one of the Scorpion players.
Yeah, it looked like you took some particular offense to that last tackle, and you said, you know what, I'll get you back on the field when I can. But it looks like the ref actually caught him on this time.
So explaining a little bit of how it goes. I believe that's both captains there getting the appraisal of exactly what the penalty is. And still haven't seen any cards come out.
No, it hasn't. It's been a relatively clean game. But if you notice here, we got the ref. It's one of the things in rugby. We'll talk to the captains only. The other players just quietly stay by the side and say, okay, let's see what we're going to do now.
Get it set up once again. 10-7. Scorpions lead this one. And now the captain talking to his team, saying, keep your composure. Don't need any of those cheap shots on the other side. Let's just play it straight up.
Yeah, that was the ref basically just telling the captains, hey guys, let's calm this down. Let's play a clean game. Let's see some good rugby today. Not anything extracurricular like that.
So they get it lined up after the little talking to from the captains. And they're going to go ahead and set up the scrum as the first 8 come over and get everything set up as the referee calls for it on the near side. So here they go, everybody locking in now. Very important possession here for both these teams as we start running down time here in the first half.
Yeah, time's about running out. UTEP's still strong in that scrum. These guys are young and athletic and ready to play.
Yeah, they got that, popped it out. Now they're going to be able to come out to the near side. But look at that Scorpions back on defense that quickly and just riding them backwards. And UTEP going backwards a little bit. Now they get their composure as we have a shoe get shot straight up in the air. And we will play on. And they're going to go ahead and set it off to that left side. We're going to have another ruck down that far side. Third phase now for the Miners off that far side. And they'll try to set it up. There's the ruck shy of the midfield stripe. Push it forward, and they'll come once again right into the middle. And again, UTEP looking for that hole inside, just trying testing them, but not really going anywhere.
Let's see, I still don't know who that cleat belongs to, Chris. But we got UTEP running strong. They're using their forwards really well up the middle. Looks like Scorpions is still imposing their philosophy of bend, do not break.
I believe that it's from number 9 from the UTEP. He looks like he's got one sock and one shoe. It's right here. And now the play is right over the errant shoe. Here we go, back inside. And again, it's the way UTEP's been. Oh, the ball gets pulled right out. Great defensive play coming back right side. And they're going to go ahead and get it set up there with a ruck. They're still trying to get him down to the ground. And finally, there it is on the ground. There's the ruck. They get it set up, and that was offsides because he jumped through the gate there.
Right, yeah, that ball wasn't off the ground yet, so it's definitely going to be a penalty. And right there, he just went without retrieving 10 yards, so it's an additional 10 meters on the original infraction.
So another 10-meter penalty.
A 20-meter swing going our way.
And again, UTEP really trying to get it inside and try to really test the Scorpions and their gaps and losing a little bit more of their composure as the kick goes over there. And really, the Miners kind of a little bit frustrated on that particular phase.
Yeah, I mean, again, they're a young team. Coach Waz did a really great job rebuilding this summer. And so, it gets frustrating. But rugby is a long, very, very long sport. So it's important to, maintain your composure, just like the ref was encouraging earlier.
Here comes the line out on the near side for the Scorps. Everybody's set, and there's your switch. He skies, gets it up there. UTEP wins it, back down, and now here comes UTEP right back at it as they try to swing it around the left side. Gets on the ruck on the near side. Scorpions spread out for the defense, getting ready. And there it comes to their forwards, and it comes out on the ground, and very lucky to have recovered that one where they did.
No, absolutely. That's Will Knight, number 7, who came in. He's one of our better players out there.
So now UTEP now struggling again against this Scorpion defense, and Scorpions really getting them Miners pounded right against their own try line.
Absolutely. It's a physical play. Again, we're inside the 5-meter. Oh, ref blows the whistle, so that was no try there.
Yeah, it popped right out, and it might have been just a bit offsides, as the referee says you got to be able to back it out and get set. and they'll have a quick kick that'll angle out of bounds and get set right there. So we got to be coming close. I mean, we're not going to have that much extra. I don't think we have any extra time. In fact, I think we're closing in on that 40-minute mark.
No, absolutely. One of the interesting things, though, is the time can actually expire. We can play the 40 minutes, and if no penalties or infractions happen or the ball doesn't come out of bounds, the ref will continue play. So it's a little bit different than soccer where we have like a certain stoppage time, where rugby is just kind of free-flowing until a penalty or infraction occurs.
So here we go, another line out of almost the exact same place. There they go, skying up. UTEP tipped it, and it ended up getting right off the tips of one of the Scorpions. And that might have been Curtis Thompson on that one. He went up there and just had it go off his fingers, but they're now saying maybe possible re-kick, but they're saying no, they're going to go ahead and lock this down for a scrum.
Yeah, it looked to be knocked forward there in the back. So it's going to be a scrum down. It looks to be awarded to UTEP right now.
UTEP gets set there. Everybody lined up, and they get the set locked in, and they roll it in. Moves forward, they're pushing and heaving, and we've got a call.
I don't know what the call is here yet. Looks like he may have been barging in, not playing correctly. Absolutely. So it's UTEP ball playing here. Don't be surprised if you get a kick. Up there it is.
There it is, a very quick kick just to get it clear of all of it. But the Scorpions come up with it. They're going to run it near side, hands up, goes left side looking to pass it up, and we're going to go ahead and have him go to the ground. Everybody gets it set. Right near side, and they're going to play the short side of the field, right straight heads up, and you'll see him get tackled down and set up the ruck once again. And they were calling for offsides, and now he does get barely back on sides, and they're going to run it back to the middle, back inside, trying to get that gap working. And it may not work now, but as the game wears on, that inside running game may end up being the best thing going.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we got options here when it comes off the ruck, and that's what Scorpions are looking to play and see what they can do. But if you notice far out wide, our back line is set. We have forwards in position in the back line. So don't be surprised, again, if this ball goes far wide to our right side from our perspective. Oh, nope. Instead, we got a kick out of bounds.
Yeah, they got a quick kick out of bounds. Really got us both on that one. And, again, that just shows you how unpredictable it can be as we close in here on the half. 10-7. Scorpions lead the Miners here. And we'll have another line out pretty close to the try line. Right in there. There's the sky, goes up, brought down by the Miners.
Yep, Miners won that ball again. They're doing a great job on the lineouts, really getting up there and stealing the ball from the Scorpion lineouts. Looks to be one in the ground. Yep, it's Scorpion ball again. Here they go out wide. Walter Wall is going to make an attempt up the middle. Two brought to ground.
Yeah, if Walter's going to do it, he's got the definite meat to do it, but actually get it back in. Now Scorpions try to play it wide, but ball goes on the ground, and there's the whistle. And that one will, they say Miners? They're saying offsides on the Miners?
Yeah, it looks to be so. So we're going to quick tap and go, get it out wide, see if we can get it in.
Good tap. It was it. Yeah.
The try-saving tackle is what we would call it.
Yeah, right there. And gets it close. So what a quick kick, and just really the Miners weren't ready for that really quick tap to get over to the near side.
Absolutely. And that's the whole point of these. Hey, here we go. We got ball. Will Knight got brought to ground. Miner defense just being amazing right here on their goal line.
Yeah, they are putting up with some really, really good tackles here. And again, Scorpions try to get it back inside. There's the ruck. Everybody gets set. I'm going to try and keep it far, far, far right side. A little bit loose. Ball is on the ground, picked up by another Scorpion. Very fortuitous there as they were able to get it, and it goes down.
Yeah, that pass was a little bit dangerous. You know, there's a floater up in the air, and of course it leaves us vulnerable when we have to go up in the air to get that ball. So here we should probably go back to the ground game given the wind that we have out here today.
And again, we saw the UTEP intercept that one and get their first try of the ball game right almost into the game, not much more than 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, now we got another knock on here by the Scorpions. UTEP defense holding strong here. Looks to be a scrum down over here to UTEP.
So here we go. They'll lock it down, and everybody gets in. I like the way that the Scorpions are playing wide. UTEP playing just as wide, but not as close.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, given the fact that they're pinned down on their own defensive side, don't be surprised if we got a kick right here. We should probably have a guy back. Yep, there he is right there in the middle of the field waiting to see if we can get a kick and a counter or return.
Brings it back around the right side, looking for the gap. Shimmy, shake inside, nearly intercepted, but great recovery there by the Miners. Still get to the outside. Ball's on the ground. They're going to have to set it up there.
It's all right. We got this.
And we've got a little bit of another whistle, and they're going to go ahead and set it down there for another scrum, looks like.
Yeah, it looked to have been knocked forward by Xavier Mack from UTEP. And again, that was a very risky call going out wide, using hands in front of your own try line like that.
He was right there. He had an opportunity, but again, this wind is just a little bit wacky as it kicks up, and it just puts a little bit of curl on the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And these balls are really light, so they're going to flip and move, and there's a lot more surface since they're more oval than a traditional football. So they're going to catch that wind and move.
Ball pops out right side. Scorpions look to go ahead and control it once again. They go down, get it set. Ducker gets back inside, and another look at that
Right there. Yeah. Offload to Sam Klein. Beautiful play, beautiful support by our two flanks, it looks like, Sam Klein and Desmond Tucker for the try. There's 5 points again near the post.
So now 15-7 in favor of the Scorpions. Great try inside. Looked like the UTEP defense had them shut down. Really had two people there, but just threaded the needle.
Yeah, again, and Desmond, he's one of our younger guys. He's actually he's with Fort Bliss. He's one of our Army guys, and he runs hard. He's one of our younger players, but he has a heart of gold and he has strength to back it.
So here we go with the extra point. This one is going to be pretty much an academic shot here. It's nice and close. As we've got another swap out here as he gets it set up just outside the try line. Again, Waldo again will be trying this extra point, and Miners showing a little bit of defensive scrum as he gets in there. Did he get it up high enough?
Up and over, clearing the net.
not only cleared the net, cleared the fence, and it's over by the other side. So we're coming up on halftime here, and then we will be taking a quick break. You'll see the El Paso Herald Post logo. We'll be running some of our commercial spots for a little bit. We'll take a break during halftime and then come right back for the second half of action in just a bit. But again, Miners lead this one now 17-7 after that extra point.
Yeah, no, it's been a great play. But again, it's barely the first half. There's still a lot of rugby to be played out there, and UTEP, young, but learning. And I wouldn't be surprised if they come back and make a surge in the second half.
Again, talking about that inside game, they're really looking for those gaps inside against really a larger team.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, this is a collegiate team playing against a men's 15s team, but in rugby, anybody has a chance.
Exactly. There's a kick up high, left side, picked up by the Scorps right there, and they'll go straight down, looking, lock it down, and get it going once again. They're going to try it to the short side of the field. UTEP is there, getting him wrapped up. A little bit of an escape, still down the right side sidelines. Got a little bit of speed. Oh boy, here he goes. He's right, one more man to beat, and he tosses it back inside. Almost got it back to his player, and it goes to the ground, and that's where they'll reset it right there for the Miners. They'll go ahead and get a ruck going. What a great run on that right side. Oh, one man to beat, and that man did shut it down.
Absolutely, and that's his job back there, is to make sure he shuts it down. He's going to play the sideline and the player, right? Sideline's your best friend when you're on defense sometimes.
They actually got exactly what they needed. And now here we go with just a real quick tap, and just as they do it, the wind picks up once again. There we go, spun in, looking, still up on his feet, looking. Oh my goodness, ball is on the ground, and it gets kicked backwards to one of the Miner players, and that's where it's wrapped up. Boy, that was almost another try, but very fortunate for the Miners there.
Yeah, no, it was a great play up until when Walter Waldo there, seemed to be lost control. The ball went down, and UTEP again grabbed the ball and said, you know what, let's play it safe. We're going to bring it down in our own try zone.
And they did bring it down as well, so they'll go ahead and try and get it out here. Coming to the close of the first half, Scorpions lead the Miners 17-7, 10-point lead here. As we approach the dusk hour, as the lights have now popped on here at University Field. Going to play a little bit more second half underneath the lights. And very, very good match. And we got one of the Scorpions players kind of wiggling his foot up there, trying to get rid of the cramp. And again, that's part of the friendlies there.
Oh yeah, no, and again, this is a very physical game. It's 40 minutes of intense 100-meter runs, ups, downs. So you have to be in peak physical shape. There's a thing that says, oh, I'm in shape. But are you in rugby shape? We have our own definition of being in shape.
Here they go with the scrum on the right side after that near try by Waldo. Get everybody locked in. Referee says, let's go. Ball's rolled in, and here they go with the set. And it's brought back. UTEP did win it, and very lucky. Now they're going to try and stretch it out. They got the manpower out there, and now let's see if they can do it, cut it in. He gets it, puts it back on the ground, picked up by the Scorpions. Oh, it's going to back the other way. And he's going to go ahead and roll inside, and he's going to get another ruck right there. Great play, quick, as the Scorpions try to capitalize on this, coming back inside, the ball pops right back out. That's the second time. You know, Miners are doing a good job of stripping that ball out.
No, absolutely. They're doing a great job. Scorpions need to do a better job of holding it, running the ball with two hands, as we call it. You know, keep your thumbs up so you can have a good grip on that ball. And when you're going into contact, protect it.
So UTEP will bring it out here.
Thought it'd be a scrum down, but
It looks like it'll be another line out. Or they're going to go and scrum it down on this near side.
yeah, it is a scrum down. Since our captain, Steve Romero, happens to have the ball, it's going to be a Scorpion put in. Let's see if Scorpions can win this scrum and take it in for another 5 points.
Everyone, next 7 waiting for it as the referee prepares to go. They're set. They lock it in, and it's touched in. There's the push. Comes out. Still being kicked around, and that came off to the near side.
Yeah, UTEP was able to wheel that scrum right there. That's an amazing play for the by the UTEP Miners with that. Let's see. Looks like the ref may allow us to reset.
Yeah, they did manage to rotate that around, and then we're talking about the strength of this UTEP team. That's right there where it shows it.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the whole tale of a good scrum is how solid you are and how much you can push around the other team, really.
It is a quick one. It is a quick indication of how much power the team has.
Absolutely. So here we go. We're going to re-scrum here. Scorpion put in again.
There's the touch, puts it in, and brought outside. They cut it back in, looking to get it. Gets a pass back, trying to get that in, and it rolls back outside back to the Miners. Miners are going to have to do a little quick tap.
Wait, you just threw that back into the target?
And another referee's whistle here. And are we at the half?
It looks to be a little bit of confusion here. The referee's still talking to our captain, seeing what we want to do. Let's see here. It looks like, nope, we're just opting to go ahead and just close out the half and regroup and see what we can do in the second.
All right, so we are at the half at University Field as the Scorpions lead the Miners 17-7. Let's go ahead and get a couple of our sponsors in here very quickly, and then we'll go ahead and take a break, get everybody recharged and hydrated here at University Field. Special thanks to all of our sponsors for tonight's game. Of course, we had First Degree Refrigeration, Big Media Signs. We got Surtec, MD Socks fight post-workout soreness and fatigue, the most advanced compression sock technology preferred by vascular specialists. MD Socks ankle sleeves provide the perfect level of compression on every region of the foot to promote better circulation, a speedy recovery from runner's foot, and heel pain caused by plantar fasciitis. For more information, visit mdsocks.com on the web. And Crossover Fitness. UTEP Rugby would like to thank the Crossover Fitness for the generous support. Find them on Facebook. Search Crossover Fitness 1. Crossover Fitness, the preferred gym of UTEP Rugby. And, of course, you've also got the next one. You got Dr. C's Mobile Veterinary Service. Provides the best medical care for your pets and livestock straight to your door, serving the West Texas area. For more information, search at Dr. Mobile Vet, all one word, on Facebook, or call 915-288-3815. Dr. C's Mobile Vet Service, the best medical care for your pets and livestock. And as always, the El Paso Scorpions rugby team is always looking for new members. For more information, visit the club and team at elpasoscorpions.com. We'll take a break right now at the half. It is the El Paso Scorpions leading the Miners 17-7. You're watching El Paso Scorpions rugby right here on epheraldpost.com.
Yeah, so remember when we didn't know if they kicked it or not? A late hit in the try zone, she awarded just a penalty conversion award. So without even kicking, we got the 2.
Okay, so then it's 19-7. And we're going to, so we're going to
போடுவோம்
to our live coverage, a little bit of a difference up here as the score, earlier we were talking about it, that the score was 17-7. It's actually 19-7. On that one play that we didn't know exactly what happened, it was actually an awarded penalty, so the score is 19-7 in favor of the Miners. So it gets brought in off of the line out. And the Miners will try to get it up.